Oh, hello everyone. Welcome back. I'm just trying to finish this up, get the lighting done, and all these other little bits in between. I'm just positioning things. Hey Eduardo, how you doing? I think Toriel might be like halfway through the shrine floor there. Yeah, she is a little bit. How you doing, Eduardo? Okay, so now we can tweak this a little bit. I want that to be there, right? And the reason why is because then I can make the floor. I just need the basic cave geometry here, so we'll do floor, rocks. And then we'll set that up with the node group. And the idea is that we can just take all of that and delete the vertices, and then we have the floor. But I also want to get rid of this. I've been good, thank you. Just, you know, getting around to working on stuff that I'm really excited about. So it's like, yeah, just chilling. Add geometry nodes, and then we go to rock. Small rocks. That moment where I like fill the entire room with small rocks. Let's move this one out of the way because that one's just a sample one. Okay. Now I should, with the geometry node in place, be able to just change certain things here, like how much is on screen. Close that header for a moment. So what I want to do here is tone down the density, because the density is ridiculous. I also want to tone down the scale to maybe like 0.1 there. Right, and then we can just change the seed to whatever we want. Whatever's appropriate. We can just keep messing around with this. I figure I need less. Just enough to make the floor interesting, but not so barren. So like maybe there. And the idea being that these are just going to populate the floor a little bit. And we should be able to just do that. And then there we go. We got the floor looking a little bit more interesting. Some of this, people who are just coming in now will be like, dude, what the hell are you doing? What I'm doing here essentially is making the shrine look like it's broken in, but also populating the area with waterfall stuff, because as a lot of people know, Toby already used the textures from waterfall for this area. I'm going to turn the sound down a little bit. There we go. So Toby used the waterfall textures to make up this place, right? So what I'm doing is taking that inspiration and doing a little bit of waterfall underneath Sans and Papyrus's house, and it just makes more sense to me that way. You know, like we've already seen that the dog shrine has the background, well, the walls and floor of waterfall. So it's like, why not lean into that a little bit more to make it look as though waterfall kind of stretches a little bit more under, say, like Snowdin or whatever. So we've got all that stuff going on here, and this is one of the other parts of waterfall that I brought in, so I could go ahead and mess around with stuff and get the scenery exactly how I wanted. So as you can see, this is the bit with onion sand. Like, this is the room with onion sand in, just without water. So what I'm trying to do now is find other bits of scenery that I can bring in, like for instance, this bit here. That's really important, because what that is a puddle. And I think I'll do the same with the floor stalactites as well. But the the way that the puddle works, I figure I can bring that in and have some of the stalactites from the roof dripping down, or even just imply it, and it'll make the environment look a little bit more natural and cool. I'm not really butchering the overall original look of it. All I'm doing is looking at it and going, you know what? This would actually be really cool if it just had like this other element in here, especially because like with stuff like this, I can edit it in as much as I want, and then we can link in the other bits of scenery like the boombox and all the stuff from like the Switch version and just make it work. So like here at the moment now, that puddle looks a little bit too detailed. So the idea I think I'm going to go with here is if I go to shading here, let me just get rid of that area and I think this area, right? And we're going to go inside here now. I love the way that because I've got this on animation repeat, you're just going to be seeing the background potentially fall apart over and over and over again, because I've still yet to lock that in place. But what we want to do here is just decrease the scale of everything, just because I figure something like this underground will not have too much sort of like detail to it like you would see in, say, like really rough waves, where if they're getting blown like really high speed in the wind, you have like massive amounts of detail. Instead, this is kind of just like maybe 15. It's kind of like that. And then if we try to see if this will work, it definitely bring down the see if I can like get this just right. It might be a case of me just putting it at 20 and leaving it like that. I did have it set up in like MTT Resort, and that looked really nice, but not quite sure what I did to do that. And then this version like this is just kind of it's a thing. I feel like 20 is going to be the way to go, and then just like lower the strength on it a little bit. Nah, because if I do that, it don't look... There you go. So I'll try that, and we'll have that in here. We'll have that like somewhere over here. This is like a little thing that's pretty cool. I can add the dripping particles in later on, you know, to really make that look awesome. But yeah, because we've borrowed from Waterfall a lot, we can do all kinds of crazy stuff. Like if I just move this crystal out of the way, you can see we've got like the stalactites in the roof already. But then I can do fun stuff like adding the grass in. Like if I just go to my reference here, my reference sheet being on my own Discord. Yeah, if we put some grass around the sides, that's not too bad. It just helps really sort of sell the whole idea of the area being slightly linked to Waterfall. So if we do that, and then just go ahead and like bring those details around, that's going to be really cool. So we can go ahead and like scale this now if I want. Oop. I think maybe I take that just around the front. Like this. Just a little bit. Just to make it look slightly overgrown. Oh, hey Joel. How you doing? So yeah, if I start making that look like it's slightly overgrown, and then we do the same with the other side, we can just mirror it. Mirror on the Y. Right? again, what this does is that it brings that little bit of waterfall that we're familiar with back through. All I need to do is like make sure that it's not clipping, and then also figure out some way of doing the shrine doorway here. Hey Sammy, how you doing? Hello to everyone that's kind of showing up at the moment. Okay, so if I do like a couple of patches of grass, oh, here and there, that's not going to be too bad. Oh, crap. Do not know what happened there. What happened was I was meant to pull out the grass like this, so then I could just detach it, or at least cut it, and the grass was like, yeah, no, I don't want to be cut today, thank you very much. There we go. So now, what we've done is we've just got another patch of grass that I can then edit and throw around. My great uncle came to visit, which is always nice to Sammy. Oh, nice! Ooh. Ooh. And then we can just throw this out here like this a little bit. The idea being that we like get a little bit more greenery in here than some people might be used to. Just a tiny bit here and there. Right? And then I figure another bit in this corner. Again, because we're kind of just turning around and showing people, like, look, Toby used this texture set before. We're acknowledging that, and we're just making this look a little bit cool, and at the same time going, yeah, this is what we think it would be like. I'm glad my cat wanted in my room, otherwise I would have missed the streams with Sammy. Admittedly, I've been like a little bit kind of crazy with streams recently. We're just kind of throwing them out whenever I can, but that's mainly because of me looking after the baby at the same time, and then being like, okay, I'll get like an hour of stuff done here, or something, and then other times it's like, yeah, I'll just go on some games. I don't feel like streaming tonight. Yeah, so it's crazy. So there we go. We do that. I'm gonna put one little bit of grass right next to the doorway there, or the entrance, because it's gonna look pretty cool if I just like slap it there. And then we just do that. Oh, I keep switching to light mode when I'm not in light mode. Or rather, I don't have any lights set up for it. Okay, so there we go. So now we get a little bit more greenery down here. It's like she knew, says Sammy. He's streaming! He's streaming! My favorite shop is in the night garden. Oh, in the show, sorry. I read that wrong. Yeah, in the night garden's pretty cool. Okay. So I got this kind of set up, and what this allows us to do, when we look at the actual reference that this came from, I'm missing 2 dog statues either side, and some fairy lights. The fairy lights I can try and remake from Temmie's area. But we're missing some of the minor scenery, like the pieces of rope, the blueprints, 2 picture frames, the denied thing that, like the certificate that shows the shrine's official. I might change the doorway at the moment, because the doorway looks pretty crap the way that I've got it set up. We're missing the boombox, the gold slot, the dango, or dumplings, a broken CD, and then the dog food dispenser. But apart from that, everything else is fair game in terms of detail. So even the end room is fair game in terms of the way that it's set up, primarily because Toby didn't really give this area too much detail. So we can do something kind of cool, like for instance at the moment we can just put mushrooms everywhere. That'll kind of give us extra bits of light. In other streams I've mentioned this before, but the mushrooms throughout all of the underground that you see in Immersiontale are special bioluminescent mushrooms. What that means is that they glow, and it allows us to get some really cool, unique lighting going on here. So we can take like these bits of grass, we can separate them and add a little bit more lighting, because we want to try and explain it without having to just put like candles everywhere. So instead, we put mushrooms everywhere because it kind of ties into the nature sort of look that everything has. Because the underground is full of like nature and wildlife and everything, and then you've just got the odd bit of like the lab, the ruins and stuff. It's not really like all that. So I like trying to lean into that and give it that sort of explanation so we can see how natural it looks. Let's move this to the side. You will see part of waterfall in the background because that's where I've brought in the textures from and everything else so that it's all consistent with the way that it looks. I tried to see if I could watch Symphogear, but it's only on Crunchyroll. Yes. But I did see a bit on YouTube, and they can really see. Oh my god. Symphogear is amazing. I will stand for that show for all eternity, I think. Oh, they can sing. Yes. They really can sing. The entire OST is absolutely fantastic. Like, I absolutely love the OST. I have most of it, plus they brought out like a gacha game as well. And I have the OST from the gacha game too. Like, no joke, there was a point where I just used to play the OST constantly on stream. Trying to find, there's a crystal. Oh no, this is shading, not geometry nodes. Okay. What I need to do here, because these are the crystal flowers that I mentioned in the waterfall update that were cut from the original game. So what I'm going to try doing here is put a couple of these around as well. And I've also got this really interesting idea that I want to try out that I'll mention to you in a moment. I'm just kind of trying to get it so there's not too many flowers in one place. So if we do like this, what I'm actually doing here is creating tile sets or geometry nodes, and what that does, again, like I explained in the waterfall update, was it allows me to create different looks for the environment really quickly. This is not meant to be here, so we can go like this. What it essentially does is it's a set of commands, and if I change the commands a little bit, it allows me to place different things in automatic areas, so it saves a lot of time. And I'll listen to the OST later. Yes, the OST is an absolute banger. So what we'll do is here now. Bye. I'll try and go here. I'm just trying to see if I've got all this right. Yes, I do. I still wish you could have the Xbox version of the Dog Shrine after Mew Mew's room. It doesn't kind of make sense if I do that, primarily because of the continuity between the rooms. The only other thing I could do, really, was do my own version of it. You know, where I have, like, references to Immersiontale in or whatever. That's the only thing I could do that would make more sense. Because I know, like, the Xbox one is basically the final version. And that the room changes every single time. But again, I was like, because I'm doing the Switch version, because of the Mew Mew fight, because I don't think Mew Mew's in the Xbox version, I could be wrong. It's like, it makes more sense to have it be the Mew Mew one. I was actually thinking of merging both of them together by including some of the scenery from the Xbox one. Like the statue of the dog with a suit on. The Xbox One is the only one that hasn't been data mined as well. Oh, interesting. I've seen the sprites for it. Oh, there we go. So yeah, as you can see, I'll go into more detail in a moment with this. I'm just gonna check this out. Okay, there we go. It was funny as well, speaking about stuff from the last stream, I got copyright striked for having recreators on. That was funny. There we go, we got the plants set up. What I might do is, because that one is slightly through the wall there, we'll just move it ever so slightly. And as you can see, everything that normally glows actually does glow. I just need to assign lights to everything and really light everything up later on. But we got the waterfall look down pretty much, outside of like reeds and giant glowing trees or whatever, but we won't be having that. We'll be just lighting everything up kind of dimly and then having the fairy lights do the rest of the work with the glowing shrooms and everything, maybe doing a bit of the work too. I might even put some crystals around from waterfall, like giant ones, like we already have a bit, because like these are the ones that you would normally see on the roof in like the wishing room or whatever, but just in larger numbers, whereas the larger crystals are the ones that are going to give off more light. So I feel like I could do that a little bit, or maybe do a yellow reference and include some of the light up rocks from that. Yeah, I need something here that would really work for just covering that up a little bit, or I can just model the roof there. It wouldn't take too long. Excuse me. So why does Frisk encounter the Mew Mew doll in this film? Has the doll like steal Undyne's letter? No, what's happening is it kind of follows the same sort of thing with the game, in that you go back and find Mew Mew here. But the idea is kind of to streamline, you know, at the end of a neutral run, no, it's an optional fight in the Switch. Yeah, it's an optional fight in the Switch. So the idea is that pretty much like in the neutral run, where it's optional if you go back and do the fight. The idea is that when you get to the end of a neutral run, obviously you have Flowey come up and be like, look, if you've done True Pacifist, then you just need to be a little bit better friends with Dr. Alphys, you know. Maybe you should go back. Well, this is to kind of streamline that process while not really taking too long, and also at the same time kind of explaining why the shrine is broken. The idea being that when Flowey sends Frisk back, instead of having an actual, like, light fall, Flowey's just going to send Frisk back, and Frisk is going to appear straight here immediately, and have the shrine already broken. Pretty much as if, you know, they've just been teleported here. The idea being that it just makes it easier for us to be right back here, and then once this fight's done, then we can go upstairs and immediately see Undyne, Papyrus, Sans, you know, so it just means that we're already there in Snowdin, instead of having to go all the way back through. Now, so yeah, the idea being that when Frisk wakes up here, Frisk will then be like, whoa, what? And then see what's behind the door. The door's gonna have like the lock broken off it or something. And then go through and find Mew Mew in here. And then the idea is that the fight will take place inside the entire shrine area. That's why it's a little bit bigger. You know, the idea is that it gives Frisk and Mew Mew a wide area to move around in. And yeah, the idea is to have Mew Mew have like her chainsaw and also her magical girl scepter that's going to be shooting like energy out of it or something. It'd be crazy. Or lightning. Lightning would make more sense. But yeah, I thought that was an easier way of streamlining everything. I need to include if Frisk teleports here, how is Asgore revived? Asgore's already revived in a neutral run at the end. Like, when you go back at the end of a neutral run, Asgore's already revived. Unless I didn't get that joke then. Or at least it may have been a joke, I'm not so sure. It's just the whole thing, it's just like, wait a minute. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this again. I keep using the, actually, wait a minute. Can I just use the floor with the rocks on it? I'm trying to use the floor again in a new way. Because obviously this is a cave, right? It's a pretty big cave. So what I want to do is have, where is it? Oh, it's not got him. Can I see if I have those in waterfall over here? There's the statue room. Oh, that's so cool. Where is it? There's the statue room. There's the bits of scenery for it. And that should be a geometry node, unless... Okay, so what I've done is I've optimized that by merging the geometry node together, which is why I'm not getting it in the correct place. That's fine. What I need to do then is take, say like that, and reference that as a new geometry node. And then that'll allow us to do some crazy things. So again, geometry nodes allow me to place things really fast in random locations based on a series of small commands. So for instance here, we can take this and make it a floor. Floor rocks too. I know they're actually not called that. I think they're like stalagmites instead of stalactites, but what we're gonna do is do that. And then what it'll be doing is, when I post or paste this here, what it'll be doing is it'll be telling it the code for the other version that I'd set up at the moment. So then all we do is we take out the other bit that it was referencing, and we just say, do me a favor, instead of referencing rocks on the floor, can you reference these? And then you'll see what we have here. Then is a bunch of crazy stalactites that are coming out the floor. If I do all transform, all transforms helps with that. So okay, if I do that there, that'll help with the roof as well. But then what we can do is we can move this into position so it looks okay, and then slowly take down the amount of geometry there is until it looks good. I was wondering why that looked terrible before, and then I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't lock in the transforms here. Maybe if I do them in the next minute, it's like, yeah, so anyway, your transforms are off. Right, so if we just set origin to geometry. Right, and then we just take down the number here, we should be good. Let's see, out of all the Symphogear songs, which one is your favorite? Oh my god, that's so hard, because I have so many really good ones, and so many good ones that I've cried at as well. Let's see. A few from GX are amazing, so yeah, oh no, hang on. I'm just gonna search it up so I know the exact one. Because it's from season 5. Or XV as they call it. Right, so let's see, songs. I'm on the wiki again, just checking this out. So my favorite one out of all of the songs is, I can't pronounce this, I'm gonna have to post it in chat. Which would you recommend? What, in terms of song? Probably just going into it in like the beginning, completely fresh. Let's see. Probably, if I do season 1, because season 1 has some good songs as well. Let's try. That's that one, I think. Hang on. I'm just gonna double check this. It's on the album. Yada yada yada. Okay, yeah. I think that's the right one. So, again, I can't pronounce this because it's in Japanese. Although the translation is, what only connected hands create. But this one is that one. I was going to say I'd laugh if it pasted it in the giant text that it just showed me, but. Okay, here we go. So we'll take the density of this down. And then we can delete areas of this. But yeah, that song is... That one in particular is really emotional for the storyline. Pretty much towards the end of season 1. I'm just like, dude, it's so good. It's one of those shows where... After I watched it, I was like going around and preaching for ages, being like, dude, you need to see this, you need to see this, you need to see this, and it happens with everybody. Like, no matter what. Once you've watched the show, that's it. You can't not recommend it to people. It just becomes awesome. Right, let's... I love the way I keep trying to create holes in the geometry here so it doesn't look too crazy, and instead the editing section is like, so anyway, you want geometry here, right? I'm like, no. You want geometry here, right? No. Let's try and get rid of some of this just a little bit. What I'm trying to do is like create sections of the floor that aren't covered in this, or maybe I can just dial it back a little bit. Like if we change the density factor to like 0.5. Hey, average. Nice. It is stored away in Google for... Speaking of songs that he said, I'm disappointed that this film will not be a musical. It's cool that there will be remixes to the music. It's the whole thing, like, if it was a musical, there'd be way more involved, you know, in terms of, like, singing and stuff. It's just a lot easier doing it as a standard movie rather than a musical. 0.2? Let's try 0.3 and then change the seed a little bit. That's still dense. 0.2, 0.1. And we'll just... Because I'm thinking about how the fight scene's going to go on as well when I'm mapping out where all these bits of geometry are. That's not too bad. And then what I'll do is with the roof, because the roof has been changed, I can bring the amount of stalactites there down. So if we bring that down to about 0.5 for density factor, it's at least looking a little bit less aggressive. Okay, so far, not looking too bad. I wonder what I said while I was on my trip, says average. Wait, what? Make Sans use his eyes when he teleports. We don't actually see Sans teleport. Like, Sans teleporting is a joke in the the film. I'll explain it more in a moment. I'm just reading Sammy's comment. Don't worry, one of these days I will be lol. Not this movie, of course, but I have a funny feeling that one day we will have a movie or musical someday. That would be cool. I'd be down for at least watching that. So, yeah, the way that Sans teleports is pretty much a joke, and I'm trying to play it off pretty much like the game does. So, imagine, like, we have, let's put Frisk on screen here for a moment. So say, like, we have a shot where it's, like, Frisk talking to Sans, and Frisk is like, so anyway, what's the weather like here in the underground? Why is it snowing all the time in Snowdin? And Sans is just, like, vanished while Frisk is trying to talk. The idea being that maybe, like, Frisk is looking up at the snow or something and being like, so, I noticed it's snowing a lot down here. How does that even work? And when they turn back, Sans isn't there anymore. It's like, wait a minute, how did he do that? You know, they're looking around for him, trying to find him. They can't see him. It's just like, huh. And then this happens like a few more times just to sort of cement the idea that Sans is doing some really crazy stuff about teleporting. And it just has Frisk just by that point just like, I'm not even going to ask. This is just, I can't explain this, you know. But yeah, it's all supposed to be just played off like a joke to give good laughs and to have everybody going, oh, I see. You know, you never see him leave the camera shot or whatever. He's already left. Or he does some like really sneaky stuff. Like I think the only time I ever see him, like we ever show him teleporting, and it's not even properly teleporting, is when he's following Frisk through the Snowdin forest. Because he just appears from behind one of the trees. It's crazy. But I'm trying to keep it in line with like what Toby set up for the game. You know, in terms of like, we don't see any of the special powers like that, but it's hinted at. No. Moody, will there be existential crisis in the movie? Interpolating for how it's both Frisk and a real person struggling mentally. Yeah. So the whole film is more or less like dealing with somebody who isn't meant to be there and isn't really there. And their struggles with coming to terms with that and the fact that it's not really their adventure. But still how the overall adventure affects them, you know, mentally. The extra character gets a lot of like subtle explaining as to what's happened to them and why they're there in the first place. Apart from Waterfall, well, there'll be a little bit more of a dump in terms of exposition to figure out why, you know, they're actually there. I might actually include it in the trailer because I've got the first part of it already done, which is sitting down at the statue. The statue's like a really big turning point in terms of like story stuff. But yeah, it's going to be interesting telling that story and seeing how people react to it, because I know I've already seen people be like, dude, what are you doing with this extra character? I don't see the point. It's just like, no, it's just let me cook. Just let me cook, you know. Breaking down because of the futility of one's life. I sure love sleeping, wish I could. I have this weird thing when I sleep where like everybody else says, oh, I dreamed this or whatever else, and I'm just sat here like I don't dream. I have not dreamed in, oh, many a year. So yeah, it's crazy. I can't really relate to that when people are like, oh yeah, I've dreamed like this or whatever. It's just like, I've not dreamed in ages. And it sucks, because I really want to, because I feel like I'm missing out. Let's see, crystal plants. Let's put some of those over here. Now the question is, did that go through the door there? Now what I'm also thinking of doing, as a little cool thing, is, you know, because like, when everybody talks about, This is going to be interesting for what reaction I get. You know, when everybody talks about Mad Mew Mew, how it's openly acknowledged that Mad Mew Mew is trans, and that some of the community are like, dude, seriously, why does everyone think that? It's not a thing, and it's like, no, it legit is. What I'm thinking of doing is, in the area at the back here, I'm deliberately thinking of throwing in the scenery in such a way that it definitely points that out. You know, like, hang on, I'll explain it in a moment. I've just got to tweak this here, because this is wrong. This section of textures is wrong, and it should be right. Let's see. I have this weird thing where I try to sleep, but my brain decides it's time for an existential crisis. Oh, I've had that. I've had that plenty of times. That's... It's part and parcel of either having depression or high anxiety, you know, or stress. There have been times where I just, like, wake up and then immediately just have, like, a massive panic attack or whatever. It is, it's not nice. I've not had that in ages, mind you. It's been, and by ages I mean a couple of years. But yeah, I used to have panic attacks and stuff like that quite frequently. It was not a nice experience. It would keep me up late at night to the point where I'd literally just stay up until like 6 in the morning or whatever, and I'd be up just freaking out and being like, look, I don't want to go to sleep, it's scaring me. You know, it was messed up. Not a good time in my life. Well, let's try that. What I'm trying to do here is stitch this texture together just a little bit better, so it kind of looks a little bit better than what it does at the moment, so it doesn't look so broken there. See if I can just... if I do that and try and stitch it more that way, it messes up. Give me a sec. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. The best way to deal with it is just play around with it, and if it doesn't work, then we just go back to what it was before. Right, that works a little bit better if I put it there. And then I'll just work with that. What I can do is I can put something else in the way there to kind of camouflage that seam a little bit, when it won't stand out as much. And then you're wondering like how your life's worth is determined, and whether your final moments drag on, or does it just end? Or do you even live in on other people's memories? I don't know, like... My whole thing, I think, stemmed from just me trying to figure out what I was actually worth as a person. You know. That was, rough times. Oop. What I'm going to do here is put some more grass there, I think. But yeah, Sammy, while you're in here, what do you think of this as an idea? Because I mentioned about the obvious thing that everybody knows in the fandom of like Mew Mew being trans. What I'm thinking of doing is having the lighting here, so that it's like cyan and pink on both sides with Mew Mew in the center. You know, to kind of hint at that. You know, I figured that'd be a cool way of kind of like having a nod to that. And why is my mouse just like freaking out? Do I need to charge it or something? Yes, Sammy. Okay. So yeah, if we do like the crystals in here, then that'll work. Slick and sneaky. Yeah, because like I don't need the white in the center for like the trans flag if I just have Mew Mew in the center, you know, and having the pink and cyan either side from Waterfall just makes it like super obvious, I think. If I do this here, the idea is just to try and sneakily camouflage this seam here by adding some other stuff to it that will kind of take people's attention off it a little bit. And then I can even do that with a manually placed stalactite or some rock formations. So yeah, we'll grab this and place it right there for a moment. Because that's right in front of where Mew Mew is going to be as well. So we really want to make sure that when the camera's focused there, it's not too obvious what's going on. So if I just realized that one as well has Waterfall EX's effects on the bottom. If I do that there, and then kind of sneakily cover up the rest of this with a couple of crystals, that shouldn't be too bad. And then I can manually place some of these on the floor, and it'll be good. Lag. Ooh, I have no clue what happened there then. Sammy says, life is and always will be a mystery. We are worth what we believe. Indeed. Since you kind of won't do that, I like seeing Sans use his eyes because I saw it for the first time and saw his face, even in Baldi's educational tale. I figure at like some point I may reference it, but the thing is, it's like, I tried doing it, for one of the scenes. I wasn't too sure on it, and the reason why, I'll tell you exactly, is that, like, when I was doing it, you know when Frisk and Papyrus first meet, I was doing that scene where Frisk has to cross the bridge, right, to get to Papyrus, and goes through Papyrus's gate. And the idea was that Flowey is always going to be following, you know, pretty much like in the game, so I wanted to reference that by having Flowey be following not far behind, you know, from Frisk and Sans. And the idea is because Flowey says, you know, about them running into Sans multiple times and not being sure whether they can beat him or not. The idea was that I was gonna have Sans really early on turn round and have the blue eye just for a moment and have it be glowing, and then doesn't see Flowey because Flowey's vanished already, and then Sans just turns back and shrugs and walks off. But when I thought about it, the more I thought about it, I was like, well, that insinuates that there's more timelines and that Sans is already aware of Flowey in this one. And it's like, I don't know how that's going to come across, so I'm better just playing it as the standard sort of playthrough, you know? Tiny says, I just live in the moment. I like living more in the moment at this current point in time. There we go. So if we do that and then do the crystals, like I was saying, either side, the giant ones, maybe add one in the wall there to cover up that seam, then we'll be okay. And then I just need to figure out a better way of covering this, because this, it covers that there, because there's texture seams there, but it's hard to match these two up, so it's like, what do I do? The only thing I can think of doing is where that is, just adding the doorway, and just having like a shrine-themed door there, you know. Average says, isn't that kind of a grim premise? It's the whole thing of, it's like, at the end of the day, does it really matter if you'll be remembered? You know? Like, the therapy is not useful. It's like, the way that I look at it personally is it's like, does it really matter who remembers you after you're gone? You know, so it's like, depending on your answer to that, depends on how freaky it can be. And if your answer's like, I'm not really bothered, you know, it's like, it's whatever. Why the heck is it lagging slightly, or at least feels like my mouse is giving me some kind of like weird feedback? Let's take this here, and we'll use that as extra scenery. Have I got that, but with... Yes, I do. Okay, like, let's... no. Because I need that for that section. We've got crystals over here that I can use. These are all waterfall scenery, as you can see. If I take that... Then what we can do is we can place that in here. And again, this is all going to be callbacks to waterfall that we've seen before, especially because the geometry is exactly the same. But what I can do now is I can take all of these rocks and crystals and place them around. So like, for instance, here, we can place that there, and then have the crystals be just poking out a little bit. Oh, come on now. And then I think I still have the pink material for the crystals, so we can just go like this, and then go... Ah, yeah, there we go. Is it that one, or is it... I think it's just that one. Yep. Right. I think I might even add some of these crystals on the way down, you know, on the stairs. Right, let's bring in the crystals here. I'm gonna make sure I get this right as well. Because I figure I put somewhat like different scales around. So like, let's go to... I'm just making sure I get this right. Cyan pink, and then cyan pink, both sides. So if I do like this, and I do like small, duplicate linked, big, right? And then we just place the bigger one here like that. And then I can place some more sand on this side. It's like visual storytelling, basically. Some games absolutely love that. And I know Undertale does it a little bit, because Undertale has the visual storytelling in, like, Toriel and Asgore's home. If I do this... We'll even put some of the cyan over here on this wall. Like that, right? And we can do the same over here. We can take this other crystal. I'm placing these manually because then I have maximum control over where these are going to go. And we can just go like that. And then I can put the pink in between either side, and then we're good. Here are your colors, Dave. Thank you very much, Sammy. Why not use the actual emoji? I'm gonna leave the stream, says Joel. My phone has low battery and I'm gonna go on my computer. See you next stream. Thank you very much, Joel. Yeah, I was searching it so I could get it just right, and then I had Sammy just post it to me, so that's better. I just don't want to get it wrong, you know, because I don't want to be insensitive. Yeah, if I do this... and then do the crystals over here. I think next, because of how much detail it's going to take, I'm going to do the fairy lights. Again, the white portion of the flag will be taken up by Mew Mew, so it's not too bad there. It's a bit too small to see, says Sammy. And then we can just... one thing we're going to do, like I was saying here, we're going to draw attention to it, but we're also going to cover up a couple of errors by just doing this. The main one being if we can just camouflage that seam there. There we go. That pretty much fixes that there. And then we can take this and just put another crystal over here that's slightly bigger. And that's gonna illuminate the room very nicely. And then what we can do is we can place another one of these just over here. It's funny how, when you think about it, Waterfall has these crystals all over the place, and yet no one questions the colors. You know. Wonder whether that was Toby's intent from the beginning. I guess we'll never know. Yeah, there we go. So when we go there, you got all these cool crystals now. Now, I need the fairy lights. Average says, damn, this is so bad. Wait, what? I'm confused. Why is mouse doing that thing again? Weird. It's about my previous comment, dummy. Wait, what? Oh, the emoji thing. Wait, no, if I can just... I'm gonna try taking parts of the shrine and just fixing it. What is going on here? Like, hang on, let me... Is it my phone? Is it because my phone is right next to my computer and it's Bluetooth enabled at the moment? And it's interfering with the signal from my mouse, maybe? Just gonna check my computer and see how much memory it's using what for. Firefox, Discord, Blender, yeah, that's all fine. What's that one? Is that even... Okay, that's fine. That moment where I'm searching up like half the stuff that I have open at the moment. Yeah, everything seems fine. What's that? Wait, what? Okay. I have to see if that program turns off later on. I just got some weird stuff going on my end, and I'm just like, Stenit VR plays as Subdued, hello! Sammy says, the only reason I remember the flag color is because I own it for a friend. Oh, nice! Remember me, says Stenit? It depends on username. Your username might be different on here compared to in VR chat. I saw your comment recently and was like, huh. Oh. Can I just... If I take that... Yeah, on VR chat, do you have a different username? I assume you do. I know you won't remember VR chat, but I've been in past live streams. Ah, okay. Yeah, it's been a while since I properly live streamed, so. Cashboy 2018. Yeah, it's... Sounds terrible, but I'm like, I don't remember that username. This... That sucks now, because I don't remember, because I really like trying to remember everybody's username. It just makes me sound like a massive douche. Honestly, I wish I could remember, that sucks. God damn it. I'm upset with myself now. I don't know why I can't either. That's the most infuriating bit ever, is just not knowing why. You know. let's go. Let's do that. Right, I need to get rid of the top there. It's fine, it was a while ago. Yeah, it's... The thing is, it's like I like trying to pride myself on how much I can remember. You know, it just sucks. It just really sucks because I really, really enjoy like trying to remember people's names and stuff and just how frequently they come up. Especially because of the comment as well that you left, basically being like, this dude's awesome. It's like, I'm not that awesome because I can't remember people's usernames. Let's just join that. I want to know what's going on with my mouse here. Seriously, I'm gonna throw my mouse on charge and see whether that works. Because I haven't got the streamer, I remember your genocides. Why is it in sculpt mode? Good job I have no genocides. I know it's a joke, but... Oh. I know the idea here being... that I should be able to throw these together and merge them. It's merged by distance. There we go. Same with like this. I should be able to just go merge distance. Oh, too much. My VR headset glitched and won't charge past 30%, so I can't play. Oh, not good. There you go, says, send a hug to Brazil. Okay. Thank you very much. That moment where I'm like trying to do that and it's like, so anyway, you want to sign into chat, right? It's because I'm using it on OBS. My birthday was a week ago, so when I get my card, I will donate. Oh, thank you very much. You don't have to. You don't have to. Like, I'm chill all the same. I'm not going anywhere. But thank you very much. I appreciate the kindness. Ooh. There we go, fine. What I'm trying to do here is just solve the issue with the dog shrine here, and then get the fairy lights done, and then we're good. What I can do here is delete those verts, and then extrude these ones. And what that'll allow us to do is finish up this part of the dog shrine. Because if I go and place this now back at the end, what this will actually do is cover up the that bit there, and then all we need to do really is extrude these into the roof slightly, or just out of the way. We can just cover up these bits so that they're camouflaged well enough. Let's see. Undertale and Deltarune is my favorite games of. Any way to speed up this process of something I thought nobody would do makes it better. I mean, that's fair. I keep trying to go as fast as I can, but the problem is just I've got a lot of other stuff to deal with at the same time. It's no big deal. It will get done. I do work and think about this project a hell of a lot. Oh, come on. What makes it easier for me at the moment is just having a lot of assets that I can just use super quickly. What I'll do is I'll do that. And then we can... Oh, come on. The origin. Do that. That covers up there, right? Then what we can do is... I just thought of something that will just work here at the end anyway. If we just... I thought it would work. And it kind of will, but... I'm gonna have to... There we go. Can I just camouflage that? There? It's... Oh, I see. It's because of that. Okay, so if I do that, and bring this over here, and then do this, what that does is it camouflages that section there. And then I just need to make sure that it's textured correctly, which I can do. If I do it like that and then just camouflage that bit, then all we really need to do here is just the upper section. Which if I go to unwrap, and I just try and do it the same way that they've done it there. I go to UV editing. We can now take this, go all the way down here. I mean, this is like a really cheap way of doing it, but at least it'll work. If I go cylindrical unwrap, because it's a cylinder, messes it up because the end, I think it is. Hang on. Nope, that'll just be because of the direction of it. If I go non-uniform scale, okay. What's it doing here? Right. It was kind of working. I can do this. And then just go. Right. Then we can change this one. And it'll hopefully fix everything else. So we'll do SX0. SX0. SY0. SY0. Streamer, I remember your immersion tales. Speaking of Undertale, be prepared sometime later for more Mew Mew merch. I got something cooking, says Sammy. Oh, thank you very much. Streamer, I remember you're moody. Oh, you guys. Oh, let's see. See, because there's the other bit down there. That's the bit that's already been UV'd. Oh, crap. So what we want to do is leave that bit out. We want to hide that. And hide this. And then... and then sneeze on stream. It's okay, it's perfectly fine. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hide that. And then we can just grab all of this. And go follow active quads. Active face not selected, what? That normally works. That's weird. That's kind of screwed me over now. What are those faces then? Is it those ones? Yeah, it is. Okay, so if I what the? Why is... The whole point, right, is that when I unwrap that, that should do it nicely, but instead, it's doing it in the worst way possible, and I don't know why. The only thing I can think of is putting a seam down this side. Like, hang on. If I put a seam down there, right? I mark that as a seam. And then I just go, boom, and unwrap. Oh my god, we're getting somewhere. We're actually getting somewhere. I could actually probably leave that as it is and get away with it, I think. Hang on. SX0, no. SY0 makes everything flat. SY0 makes everything flat. SY0 makes everything flat again. And then we just go, it's gonna be kind of scuffed, but not that scuffed. And then we just check it out and see if we can make it look okay. Excuse me. And then we'll check on chat as well. Let's see what chat says. Streamer use hide. It was not very effective. Thank you very much. Trying to do a group of 5, including Mew Mew, Mad Mew Mew, and a few more. Including one with a swirl based off the Dreamcast symbol. Nice! Bruh, I'ma die. PC can't deal with UE5's as average. Oof. Bidoof. I'm gonna try and make a game, but I legit need to downgrade. 1K textures, maybe no lumen. I mean, UE4 is not that bad. Like, I've still got my other game that I was developing, the horror game, on UE4. But like, I've not used it in a while. UE5 I can actually use. Like, I was considering it at some point for Immersiontale, but then I was just like, yeah, nah, because I'd have to redo the entire project over again, essentially, which would be pretty rough and would have people severely upset. So I was just like, yeah, no, let's not make people upset. It's not worth it, you know. I wonder if I can just cheat the roof here, like, because we can see this, right? If I go select edge loops, the idea is to try and get the roof not looking so bad, right? If I was to go up with these edge loops just slightly, I'd only need to cover them up a little bit from this side, but if I follow the entire roof and just try and make this as flat as possible. Oh. Right? The idea for this being that hopefully make the roof look as though it's not hollow. Ooh, come on now. Let's just do that and see how that looks. That's not too bad, but I need the center to be brought down here. So if I bring that down there, and just cheat a little bit, I can bring this across at this side to fix it, but that's not looking too bad now. Stennet says, well, I must go until we meet again. Thank you very much, Stennet. Moody, I have a suggestion for the background music. Eternity Saved Call. Nice, managed to catch your stream. Hope you're doing well, says David. Yeah, I'm doing well. Just kind of chilling. As for like background music and stuff, I enjoy the yellow OST. I just listen to it a hell of a lot for obvious reasons. You know, so I figure if I can get this part of the roof done, then should be good. I want to get this roof bit done and then all out of the way, and then the fairy lights, and then we should be good for tonight. Nope, come on now. Doesn't have to be exact, it just needs to be kind of there is the best way to put it. And then what we can do is we can just bring this down, hopefully, or at least bring it across. Either that or just make it big enough that it covers up that. That's not actually too bad. And then the lighting in here will cover up the rest. Fun fact about Tokyo Mew Mew, each character is based off an endangered species. Ooh. Let's just get this set up and bridged. We'll do just like a quick and rough fix here. Oh? Oh no. Ooh. I say oh no because baby's suffering from eczema again. I think I'll need to go check up on her in a sec. Come on, let's just quickly, fix that. I'll go quickly check, and then we'll see what's going on. Okay, that's rough, but it's okay. Then again, I did just like chop a model in half before. That's not too bad. Now all I need to do really is just do these couple of pillars into the roof and then camouflage the roof there, and we're done with that. And then I can just copy it across. Right. Life's good now. Just finished playing Fallout London. Oh, nice. I want to pump muscles in the gym tomorrow as average. Okay, thank you very much, average. Right, give me a sec. I'm just going to... Where's my... There's my V-Roid. I'm just going to check on the baby. Just a moment. Ooh. Oh, right. Oh, poor baby. Jen's sorting out baby at the moment. What's happened is she's really itchy, and when she gets really itchy, she only focuses on, obviously, the scratching because of her eczema, so it's pretty crazy. Oh no. I think she's just gotten really, really bad. Oh, I can't sit there and watch that. Just a moment. Hear me, guys. I'm just I'm gonna come back to the stream in a moment, just dealing with the baby. Coming back. Coming back now. No problem, Bob. Yeah, I'm literally just coming down the stairs now. Where we at? But I'm back. I just need to make sure that I am. There we go. Huh? Am I? Yeah, there we go. There we go. I was wondering what the heck is going on with the sensitivity here. My my avatar is just like not working with the microphone. Hang on. General settings. Oh, no wonder. Right, we go. Yeah, okay, we're good now. Sammy says, send the head pats to the little one. Thank you very much. I'll be giving her big hugs in a little bit anyway. I'm not going to be staying up too much late, but I'm going to at least, you know, get this pretty much sorted. I just need, wonder if I've got fairy lights. Because I swear I had them. I used them for Tammy. Let's try fairy. Or just lights. Xmas lights? Let's see about Xmas lights. Ah, yeah. Those were the ones that I made before, right? So you just go lights. Okay, so what's this file? That one, I'm assuming. Oh, it's actually, hello. That is, I remember setting something up like this a while ago. Hang on. Because this is the same thing I used for the Tammy's area. This is the exact file I was looking for. I'm just trying to figure out how it works. I think it's an array. Fit to curve, yep. And then, if I remember rightly, there was another thing that I did to it in Tammy's area that allowed the stuff to change where it was. Relative offset, no. I think it was like per, was it per object? It was something else that I did when fitting something to a curve that allowed me to mess around with it. I think it was like randomizing the way the lights were. Hang on, let's see. I'll search this up real quick. Google.com. Rotation of an array. Object blender. Okay, right, so. Object transform randomize, what? If I go. Add object, mesh, transform, randomize? No, that's not gonna be. That? No. Yeah, that ain't working. What's the difference between that and that one then? Oh, that one's just a light bulb? How did I do this before? I literally had it done? Hang on. Let's see. Array on a curve, blender, rotation. Unless I did it with like geometry nodes, which I don't think I did. Normally I wouldn't do it that way. I swear I probably have in my Immersiontale Discord. I probably have it as a Blender video from ages ago, so I'll just go and have a look quickly through. UV straightening, procedural puddles, particle system. I love this. It's just like whenever I find something like this, I'll just put it in the Blender video system on the Discord, so I know where to search for helpful stuff again. Fake rim lighting, how to sculpt wood, caustics, lava falls, geometry nodes. Let's see. I love the way I say that, but it's like the only one that I actually don't have, I think. Interesting. So I can at least get it set up if I append the file in here. So if we do like file new fairy lights, unless can I search up I do waterfall. I do waterfall EX and find Temi Village. That would be a massive help right now. So it'll be probably 13. 5, 2, where's 13? There's the Temi demo. Onion San. Thirteen's the go on, we'll try the Temi demo. And then I'll just go into the Tem shop area and see. Did I keep the items in the Tem shop area? Yes, I did. Okay, that's gonna hopefully help. So that's stuff that's been put along a curve. Oh, it's geometry node. It's a geometry node. Magic umbrella to Sammy. So what it must be is a geometry node that follows the curve. I love the way that that looks. So if I see this, so that's literally just a cave. There's curve. There's nothing special about it. But what about the geometry node? Holy. Okay, so the geometry node is special. It resamples its curve and then, oh god. Can I hopefully not crash Blender here by doing this? Can I just like grab this? Actually, I just figured something. Hang on. Because that's the Xmas lights, right? Or Christmas lights. If I take this and I just go delete hierarchy. Oh, delete like 90% of waterfall there. Well done, Dave. We'll do this one bit at a time. Right, delete geometry. Scenery, VFX, lighting can go. Because we don't need that. Extra lights can go. Camera can go. Is it in scenery? Yes, it is. VFX and plugins. Okay, so it's not in VFX. It's literally all just controlled in here. So if I take scenery and I slowly start deleting parts of the hierarchy here. Get rid of the glow trees. Those can all go. This is like the easiest way to just transfer stuff instead of like trying to do it and it just mess up. Telescope, lily pad, loan. So I take all of that from the beginning and just go bam, right, there we go. Okay, so that's getting us somewhere. Temi statue, Temi history, one sign. What we got here? Tem shop, exclamation, Tem shop curtain, trash can, kitchen, picture frame, bolt, overturned box, Tem shop box, books, Tem sock, broom, pot, stick, Glass bottle. So all of this can go. There we go. That's what I needed. And then all of this, even the curve. In fact, the curve is the one that holds the modifier, I think. Hang on. So there's a Bezier curve. I can get rid of that. I can get rid of some more of this until it's literally just fairy lights and that. Just like, I'm just gonna make sure here, I'm just gonna have that one. And then if I just save as and then do waterfall, fairy lights, geometry nodes, right? Then hopefully I can just append this into Dog Shrine. We should be good. Hey, John. Your Mew Mew persona is a panda, says Sammy. You can't fight me on it. The blue one is a panda with a ribbon. I mean, okay. I'll go with that. I love that. It's like, you can't fight me. You just can't. That reminds me, I still need to do the edit of the video here so we can have a laugh with the geometry that was running away, the one piece of wood that was rolling off. Fairy lights collection. Now that should be in here somewhere. There we go. Wooden moss. So if can I just bring that over there? Actually, no. Where is that? Okay, there, right? So if I just draw or take this curve and use that over here. I'm wondering whether, because of the curve there, whether when I use this, I can just set it to geometry nodes and it'll just work again. I'm trying to remember whether I just drew this the last time. I think I did. Yeah, I think hang on, how did I draw this again? It's like I add a curve. The curve Bezier for giggles, right? And then edit curve and do extrude curve pen. That might be it. Or just draw on surface. Yeah, there we go. So we can get some fun stuff now. Undertale, wooden fresk. Okay, so let's. Sometimes when you don't use the stuff for long enough, like the tools and stuff, you just forget. Like here, we'll just go. Actually, no, let's do. trying to make these work and look like Christmas lights or fairy lights. Probably gonna have to edit them a little bit. Hopefully not too much. What I'm planning on doing there is to do that one to there, and then have that one go like that and lead down there. And then I can have some more across the top. The idea being I just want it to look like it's been overdone by the annoying dog. Hey, Classic! Let's see, I hope Jen likes bees, because the purple one has a rusted patch bumblebee. I mean, Jen likes bees. We both like bees. Classic says, hi Moody, did you do ray trace modify it? I don't think I did. But yeah, it's one of those whole things of just like messing around with the arrays and making sure that they actually work. Ooh. Let's try that. And then I might make this one a little bit bigger. The thing is, you can see it drooping in the background there, and I don't want that. I just want it along here, but I guess it's just not happening. I'll fix it, you know, just realized a lot of this is gonna require joining onto each other. But I can easily fix stuff like this. It just takes a little bit more time is all. Goddamn. Okay. Well, let's see. Can I just try to remember how to join up bits of the curve here? Control point segments. Segments. Subdivide. I swear it was literally just like you click join and or J. And it just merges them together. Hang on. How to merge curve points in Blender. Oh, F. F for fill. Okay. Dave, is it hip to bees? Says John. Wait, what? Looks good on scale, though leveling always challenge when it happens. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, I pressed F in chat instead of in Blender. It's just, what? Can I make a segment? What? Is that because it's already... Where? What now? That's kind of got me. That normally just fixes it. That's kind of screwed me a little bit. Wait a minute, is that, no, wait. That, where? So that's fixed, right? Okay, that's kind of fixed. Huh, I have a feeling I might, instead of having to draw this, I might have to do it a different way. Hang on. Add Bezier curve. Like, I can draw it. I just need to draw it along certain lines and then add the bits in, I think. Like for instance, if I draw along here, right, it's gonna give me all that surface. And then I can extrude from that. Because otherwise, it's gonna give me a lot of pain, and I'm not gonna be happy about that. I'm not a fan of pain. So if I take origin to geometry, right? And I set this very similar to the other Beziers. In fact, I can even probably like copy the node setup. Let's do bring that in. Do geometry nodes, fairy lights. We've already got that going on, right? The thing I need here is how to make the Bezier curve 3D, and I swear it was like geometry or something. Resolution 8. Geometry. Resolution 1. And then I swear it was something like hang on. Let's make sure I got this, because if I don't got it, then I think I know what I actually did do. I'm just kind of like, it's this here. Because of the curve, I need it to be actual physical geometry, which requires me to have either, I think it's an extrude? Nope. It's a object or depth. Depth is the one. Right? That's the one. And then if I go black, that's what I wanted. The thing is, if I put geometry nodes on that, why does it go invisible? Hang on. I think it's primarily just because of how it's rendering it. That's, why is it? What? Why am I getting way more there? It's just like randomly throwing fairy lights around on this for no reason. Unless, is that, it's been a while since I've done this. Is that because I extruded stuff? If I don't extrude and I have that as fairy lights, it is. Okay. Okay, so at least I know how I'm doing this now. John says, blowfish. There's a shift command from straight wires to match up to the roof. Oh, interesting. So now I should be able to just take this and just go draw. And then when I draw it, I'll know roughly where it is. I just need to make sure I do it all in one go, which sounds crazy, or I can just edit little bits here and there. Do, do, do. Okay, so if I take that one, we plug that one into the end here, right? The idea is we want it to kind of hang off and look like it's going crazy, and we can add extra detail into it later on and really fix it. The whole point now is just to get it set up. That's one of my favorite songs from the entire OST, and then after it comes the one that Sebastian Wolf keeps copyrighting everybody for. Right, so we skip that to, where is it? UG Apartments. Right. And then we do this. The idea being that it's going to make it look as though ooh. Right-click mouse button. What? Add duplicate? Okay. Can I just... No, that's weird. Can I just extrude the... Okay, so even that's weird. As long as it's not that song, says John. That reminds me as well, the OST is just like buffering now. Oh, there we go. I just randomly clicked and the OST is like, so anyway, we're buffering. Okay, so we do that. I guess I'm just gonna have to like move all these other ones and then just extrude from them. The idea being that because the dog's done this or got somebody to do it, it's not gonna be pretty. Oh, crap. Oh. Yeah, the idea being that this is just going to be like all over the place, and then I can take the wire and add the fairy lights to it all over the place. I have all the animals to inspire the color designs and weapons. Woohoo! Dave, we have a magical girl penguin. Yes! Absolutely love penguins. Funny thing is, Rachel likes penguins too, because she went to a zoo recently and saw them, and she's enjoying watching them race around. Okay, there we go. So if I do that, make this look like the most like semi jank wiring setup ever. So the idea now is we go around the corner with it. 90. Consume melon. I love penguins, says Sammy. High fives. Rachel really loves high fives as well. Consume seabirds, says John. Yeah, we taught Rachel how to give high fives. And She's just been enjoying giving them. Do, do, do. Ooh. Do 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 do. Oh. This'll work if I look like I pinned this to the roof slightly. Same with this. Make sure I save this. I will also make a penguin magical girl very small and happy. Thank you very much, Sammy. These set of tracks for Flowey are absolute insanity, but they're so good. I figure that the way these lights are for the shrine, again, is the whole thing. They're just really badly hung. You know, so like we've got the up and down slack bit there where they're just kind of like tabbed in, and then we got like this bit where it's just like crazy, as if they've just forgotten to do this bit. Then what we end up having is this sort of thing. And I can just... So it looks like there's a little bit of slack here, a little bit of messing around there. Clearly they have not done these fairy lights very well. You know. Oh, come on now. Then we can like have that just go really far down there. And then the end one is going to be touching the floor, so... Emperor penguins are huge, says John, and very crunchy. Good old Ian shift command. Indeed. Ian, and just tell us to keep on extruding. Oh, excuse me. Like last night was bad because Rachel did not want to sleep because of her eczema. Like it was really bad to the point where she was getting like really itchy, and when she has it bad like that, she only focuses on her eczema. And the reason why I say this is because of me yawning, because like Jem basically got hardly any sleep, and then she was really itchy and everything throughout the day and stuff, and on top of that, she ended up also falling asleep for a little bit. She fell asleep for about 3 hours on Jen, while Jen was lying on the sofa, so Jen didn't really get a chance to like sleep or even do anything else. And then I came down and I was like, yeah, I'll help out and everything, so I did like all the cleaning and stuff to help out and try and make it easier. And then we couldn't get Rachel to sleep again because of her being really scratchy again, so we're like, right, we'll try and bundle her in the car and see whether a car ride works. Sure enough, the car ride worked. The only problem with that being that basically when she got back, she was like super tired. Jem was super tired, and yeah, we'd both been getting kicked because Rachel in her sleep, when she gets really itchy, she'll like scratch, but then she'll also kick and everything. And I have to lean on my side with my back away from her so she's not kicking me in the stomach. And Jen has to do the same, but she'll still wake us up kicking and everything, and it's obviously not nice for her, and it's not nice for us getting kicked left, right, and centre and woken up here and there, so we had a pretty rough night. Baby's like, motions car rides really work. Yes. The car ride always works, which is great, because I always try and encourage it, like, really early so that we don't wait around for ages. But yeah, oh, excuse me. That's partially why I'm yawning, is because it's like, it's getting really close to my bedtime. And I'm still kind of shattered, is the best way of putting it. I'm still shattered from last night. What makes it even worse is because of my my newest part of my condition that I have. Potentially late nights might actually screw me over with it. So I'm looking at trying to get to sleep earlier in future, which is grand. Yeah, let's see how this looks. If I do a left side lower curve. And then we duplicate that and do left side lower nodes. And then we gotta take the depth out of that, if I remember rightly. And then we just, instead of having depth or anything like that, we literally just count and just increase the count. Oh, dude, that's looking sweet. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm really liking that. The funny thing is, I'm going to have them hanging off the shrine there. And then I want to have them, like, hanging off the ceiling as well, like they do in the actual sprite work. I love it. I really like the fairy light additions to stuff. Because when I add the lighting in here, it's just going to look so good. I got my avatar working, says Classic. Had so many issues with my VTuber avatar from last year. Thank goodness it's working now. Oh, nice. Glad to hear that it's at least working. Oh, excuse me. Now the question is, should I be super lazy and just copy and paste? Or should I actually go ahead and spend time? I'll copy and paste it to the other side. Because if I did everything unique on the other side as well, it'd take forever. Go with that. All I need to do is just make sure that the roof is fixed there, and just to kind of make it look a little bit different at least. What we can do is we can take that and edit the node at the bottom and just have it dangling a little bit more. In fact, I can probably edit it in small areas here and there just to make it look better. Because I need the roof to look better anyway, so if I just like... If I edit that section of the roof, or just delete this side and just copy that side, then that's going to work for all the fixes that I've applied to the left side. The forbidden spaghetti, says John. But yeah, if I do that, and then try and just edit these bits, just ever so slightly. Because they're all Bezier curves, I should be able to just do this and make it look like it's slightly different. Is over there now, it's going to look a little bit more interesting, and I can just and then we can just do like that, and then there we go, we've immediately got two unique sides. Don't forget to link the joints after pasting the nodes. Yeah, I'm gonna need to do that in a bit. It's cool being able to see it like that now. And be like, yeah, we're almost there. And then I only need to do the lighting. That needs to go. What I need to do here now is make a new doorway here, because I've got this problem, right? I mentioned it before, is just that. What I figure is, because it's supposed to be the Switch version, if I do some like shrine-looking doors, that'll work. And then all I really need to do after that is just make sure that these inner bits here are all fixed, so like this bit. Because these aren't even the correct textures. I need to actually edit them. If I do that, I'm going to need to obviously edit this end so that it's not see-through. But that fixes that. That needs to not be through the geometry there. If I put that about, that's slightly phased through the geometry, but it's fine. Or I can just add physics to it and just have it break there. Like, I might actually do that, just have it. Let's actually have that like that, and then just put that. Oh, come on now. Put that there like that. It's gonna be slightly different, but nobody's ever done this in this detail, so that works as classic. Indeed, I keep picturing the chibi drawing of you I made turning into a magical girl. It's very amusing, said Sammy. Everything's fine until Dave dons his magical Power Girl armor. Right, so what's left of this? Really, it's just like tiny effects here and there. Adding Mew Mew in the back. With heels. That reminds me, I need to add Mew Mew in now for reference. We really need to figure out what's going on with Mew Mew. Hang on, Dark Shrine, main geometry. I still actually need to fix some of this stuff. Characters. So, if I can get my model of Mew Mew in, which I actually showed off like really early on in development, thanks to Unidelta. Where's Mew Mew? Mew Mew. Okay, so she's not in the Blender file folder, so let's try Mew Mew. Okay, she's not there either. Oh no. There she is. Found it. Right, let's just make sure first. I go to where is it? Downloads, and then it's my Mew Mew. Yeah, I got so many other files up in here. Give like a doorway or dungeon master style. That'd be interesting. This is classic. Hope your daughter gets well soon and you two get a good night's sleep. I'm off to bed. See you soon, everyone, Damon. Thank you very much, Damon. Have a good sleep. I hope I get some good sleep. Like, I want to push this to see if I can just get as much done as possible before 1. And then away we go. I do not want to spoil any of this, though, so I'm not going to import that character, because that character is a massive spoiler. Where is... There we go. Let's just double check here. I really like that. Now the question is, can I make the eyes glow? I want to know why the mouth's like that at the bottom. Let's check the wireframe. The wireframe's not bad. Maybe it's just because the lighting I've got on it. I can do better. If I go like... Let's try E for a laugh. E... Okay, so it's because... Potentially the... What the... Why is there a seam there? Wait, that would make no difference. Trying to find out what gets rid of that and what doesn't. Okay, so that... okay, that doesn't... It's a lighting issue? Okay. Her eyes are yellow, not green in this. Wait, what? Hang on. Are they... This is an well, this is me messing around with a model. I don't know whether the model is correct or not. I'm going to have a look now. Because I didn't know what color Mew Mew's eyes are. That's not me that's done that. It's somebody else. Give me a sec. Mad Mew Mew Undertale Sprite. Oh yeah, her eyes are. Okay, so let's see. This must have been the person that modeled it. Hang on. YouTube. Just gonna search the trailer as well. I wonder why they've done that. Undertale Switch trailer? Maybe she has those eyes in the Switch trailer. Let's find out. Come on, show me. Show me the eyes. Yeah, somebody's misinterpreted them. They're like light green. Okay, that can be done. Wait, what? The eyes are yellow, but in the sprite, they're green. No, it's like from what I saw in the trailer, they looked kind of green. Hang on, I'm like double checking that now. Undertale Mad Mew Mew art. Let's see. Yeah, in the artwork, a lot more people are doing green. Actually, some are doing green, some are doing yellow. Oh, that's... Maybe we should go off the sprite work. Where's the yellow come from then? The eyes are yellow in the trailer, but on the sprite they're green. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. I wonder if we can actually change the eyes. Hang on. Because this is an easy tweak in Photoshop, like 2 seconds in Photoshop. Where's the... Okay, so there's the texture. If I just like tweaked that bit, then we're good. So I'll just give me a sec. I'm just gonna go and tweak this now. This is the cool thing about just being able to do this. My Mew, there we go. Face, clothes, wand, face. Photoshop be like, we sneaking on everything that you're doing. Like, excuse me? Right, so we do that. I've just highlighted the eyes on their own. So now I should be able to just green and we're good. Hue and saturation. Brightness and contrast. I think contrast a bit crazy. I'm trying to make them a little bit more green here, but it's proving to be a bit of a pain in the butt. Maybe I should just do a drop color on them and just go green. See whether that works. Okay, hueing them that color isn't too bad. What about... Yeah, hue seems like the way to go. And then we just go, oh. Okay. Just gonna save that as like face copy basically. The eyes glow, the yellow eyes, but they're green by 100% fans, so maybe without the glow, mostly green. Hue should make it green, right? Yeah, I basically hued just over the top of the texture, so you'll be able to see it in a moment. Hang on. That was the wrong texture I messed around with there? What? Hang on. No, it was the right one. What the... What? Is that... Did I give it a missive? I think I might have given this a missive. Yeah. Yeah, I did. There we go. So our eyes are green now. And then we can just, if we want to, we can go crazy with that. We can do like intensity 0.1 for bloom. It's a VFX thing. I'm good at it. Can be a pain for some tones and filters. Yeah, sometimes it can be a right pain. She's stirring into my soul. So there we go, right? And then what I can do is I can get rid of all this setup. And there's her eyes in the dark. So what we need to do here is do like mad mew. Make sure all of that is saved as Mew 3. I don't know why some of the smoothing looks like it's not on here. It should be. Hang on. I don't know why everything is down as... Maybe it's because it's from somebody else here. That's probably why, because this model was put into Unity and then brought back out. It's probably why it had smoothing issues. Can we do auto smooth? Hang on. I was hoping I'd get auto smooth from this, but for some strange reason it's not. Smooth by angle? That's not working. Because normally you just take the entire thing, hit face, hit smooth, you know, mesh, smooth faces, face, smooth, right? And then you go to add modifier and then auto smooth should be this. That's strange. Ugh. Let's not mess around with this too much in this folder. We can mess around with it in the actual waterfall, well, the Dog Shrine folder. The staff is so cute. I don't take any credit for this. This is all the original creator who's in the credits. Again, this is that one where it's like, so anyway, I couldn't find this anywhere else online. I mentioned it in a very early dev blog where I was like, yeah, I couldn't find this anywhere. Literally, it was deleted from the internet. It was erased from existence. It shouldn't technically exist, but people have it. The same with the same creators, Burger Pants. Burger Pants was something that I shouldn't have been able to get hold of, and yet I did, and they're both from the same creator. There's Mew. And then we can just go file add. It's like I've been saying for this entire time, I'm incredibly lucky with this project right now. Props to the OG, indeed. Like, I'm incredibly lucky with this project. Not only am I getting rare models from, like, seemingly random people on the internet that just want to see everything done as best as they can, but it's like, on top of that, I've also got... Oh, dude, I just realized. We're gonna have to add... Have we got physics for Mew? Hang on. If I try and... auto auto. Ah, there we go. We got auto smooth as well that I can use if I want. So we got 30. 30 is normally good. Or 45. 50. Okay, so that's just like not happening because of the model probably. And the way that it was edited when it was put into Unity. So there's going to be a little bit of blockiness with this. Yeah, I need physics on this. Hang on. Because it'll be cooler if I employ physics on, like, that bit there. Like, the ribbons. Because it'll be easier to animate. And then the same with... Has her hair got physics? It can do. The same with the ears. And the same with the skirt and tail. Like, that's probably going to be... I do not want to be crazy and be like, oh, check this out. It's more so that I need to just check and see whether the skirt has fizz bones. Yeah, it does. Sorry, let's see what Classic says. Keep the eyes as is. Oh, yeah. No, I do want to do that. But what I want to do is, I did it with Toriel and Asgore. Where is it? Can I actually show those? Give me a sec. Where's Toriel? I'll show you what I did, so... Where is it? Where is it? Or Asgore. Asgore... Oh, no, wait. There we go. Toriel walking, right? So this is one of the early animations that I did, right? But the difference with this is that Toriel actually has wiggle bones applied to the dress all over with physics. And I need to do this with Mew Mew to make it a lot easier to animate her. But essentially, Toriel's body is covered in rigid bodies like this. Like if we look at her legs, I've actually placed spheres or cylinders to make up the mesh there. And what happens is we assign fizz bones to all of her dress and give them a certain weight or whatever. And then what happens is when you add a collection of those colliders or fizz bones in, what happens is it reads where they are and where the simulation is happening, and then does it realistically. So it's like, now we can see it's going through a little bit, but our dress is moving pretty realistically, and we can, if we want, we can make the physics just a lot better. We can just keep simming it until it looks really damn good if we want. Like, I was considering doing it with the hair, but it wasn't having it. But what I need to do now, or at least not really now, it'll probably be tomorrow, is I'm gonna have to look at Mew Mew's model and find out why it's not smoothing, and then fix that if I can. And then I need to, after that, go ahead and add physics to everything. So it'll be like the hair, the ears, and then we can try simming it all and see what happens, because I really want this to be like the best it can. Like, we won't see all of it in the fight, but at least if it sims accurately outside of the fight, then what we'll be seeing is like a ton of just simulation, and then a lot of my work will be just basic character animation and stuff. But we're incredibly close to getting the dog shrine done now. Like, I'm gonna take pictures for the Discords that I'm on in places. Like, let's just... And to this music as well. Oh my god. This music is so sad at the end of Yellow. So here we've got... What do we do today? Well, this is just a recap at the end of the stream, by the way. Today, we got a lot of the dog shrine done. My avatar keeps shaking here because I'm itchy. It's classic mesh, I see. That's why I want crossovers to happen. If the statistics on pipelines to Blender, I'll try and catch it when I do. This is classic. Okay. But yeah, what did we get done today? We did the, because I did a bit off stream. We did all of the stairs here, which lead up to what will be the exit to Sans and Papyrus's bit. The whole point being that, like, this is going to be a smaller hollow section that will lead outwards, and Toriel's just there for the scale. So we did the stairs, and we did all of the texturing. That was earlier today. That was pretty easy. We brought over a load of stuff from Waterfall, which made making this entire area in one evening just like super quick. We've got other stuff positioned like crystals and things. We've got a little bit of water in here. I can add dripping effects from the stalactites in the roof down onto here. That'll be cool. We've salvaged more stuff from Waterfall to do the fairy lights. We fixed up and hidden a little bit of the problems that the roof had over here, which we just need to do on this side so it doesn't look as crap. Which I might end up just deleting that side and then mirroring it. We got Mew Mew's area set up as to where she's going to be. And we decorated this entire place to look more or less how Waterfall already looks. We've already got the physics and all the other stuff set up here. So all that we're really waiting on now is just Mew Mew needs to be fixed. Her model needs to be fixed. And by that, I mean, like, I need to employ the physics. I need to find out about the smoothing and stuff. Once that's done, then Mew Mew will be done. And then once that's done, I can put Mew Mew in here. I reckon Mew Mew is going to be just a little bit taller than Frisk. I'm not too sure. I'm going to have to look at character art for that, because Toriel's way bigger, obviously. Like, Frisk comes up to about Toriel's waist. I imagine Mew Mew is going to be maybe Toriel's shoulder? I don't know. But yeah, the idea is that I've got to match scales so that everything's fine. I've then got to put in all the bits of scenery in here, which is not too much. It's like a stream's worth of work. I've also got to do the lighting, which I'm going to go for a low lighting condition, similar to Waterfall, because Waterfall textures, Waterfall themed stuff might as well, you know, go all the way in. And then the only other things I need to do is change some of the textures for the pillars, because the pillars are wrong. They're actually not made out of wood. They're made out of like stone with gold trim on them or something. I need to include the dogs on either end, like the small dog statues for the dog shrine. And I need to change the door into something that looks better than that to obviously camouflage the texture seam that's there. But yeah, that's all in one day. That's mainly due to also Jen helping out with the baby and everything, because I did the texturing when the baby was asleep on Jen. But yeah, apart from that, it's been a really productive day. I got a lot of stuff done. I can see it not taking more than 1 or 2 more streams to fix everything else up, and then Mew Mew's demo is pretty much ready to go. I just need to go back and look at the audio files. Again, I need to catch up with that kind of stuff. I'm really behind with catching up on audio for secondary characters and some of the other ones, and giving feedback on that, so I need to do that. But yeah, everything's again going really well. That's another area that's done more or less, apart from little tweaks. And then again, we've only got to really do the core and attach it to Heartland, if I remember rightly. Just let me I'm finishing off here by just quickly checking my roadmap that I put up. And then we'll call it an evening. Let's see. Media. Okay, so in terms of the roadmap at the moment, we've done the MTT Resort interior for the most part. That just needs a little tweaking. Napster Bluke's house has been done. Sands and Papyrus's house is done and just needs a little bit more tweaking. The library is done, so that's like, well, 1, 2, 3, 4. The Dog Shrine's done 5. It's mainly just the core Undyne's house, fixing the library, the core, fixing Sands and Papyrus's house, fixing up the resort with the rest of Heartland and everything. The lab's interior needs to be finished, which is slowly getting there. And then Snowdin, so we're about halfway through this update at the moment. We're about halfway through the update, and I'm gonna say I'm about roughly halfway through the demo as well, like actually doing the demo. It looks so good, Moody. I really can't wait. My Gundam animation has been doing some good stuff, so I had one model burst apart on one scene and a lot of fixing, but yeah, with the models. Use overlays like a CAD skin. It's like, I can't wait to show off this demo because of just the sheer difference in quality. But before I do that, I have to have all of these other things done. But it's going really well either way. I'm super happy with progress. So again, in future we'll be focusing more on the core and Heartland and just other little places here and there, trying to get those fixed and done. But apart from that, we're really good into progress right now. Like, if you think about it, every other update has been like, I'd say one-upping each other, but it's also been focused around like one area. So like, we obviously had the Heartland update, which was a major one because I'd never had Heartland before. Then we had the Ruins and New Home, which technically I already had both of them, but they needed to be brought in line with the visual quality of everything else. And then it's the same with like everything else after that, like apart from Snowdin. So like Waterfall had to be brought in line, so it had an update dedicated to it. And even though this is the core update, when you think about it, it's also going to have elements of like a lot of other places. So that's why it's such a massive update. Otherwise, I'd be having smaller, singular updates being like, oh, check this out. I've done this. I've done this. I've done this. You know, so it's crazy. It's a lot of work, including the demo, because I'm animating stuff at the same time as doing everything else. But yeah, I really can't wait. I feel like we're on track for the end of the year being like a massive update. Yeah, anyway, I'll quit yapping now. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, so I'm going to get going. Hopefully, I'll see you all this evening. Like, and by this evening, I mean tonight. I'm going to be doing another stream, hopefully. I don't know what time, because obviously looking after the baby and everything and playing with the boys beforehand for a couple of hours. But roughly about the same time as today, should be streaming again, which hopefully will be the end of the Dog Shrine, or at least getting really close. So yeah, thank you very much. Thanks again for the support. Thanks to anybody that donated via Super Chat. I really, really appreciate the company and the enthusiasm and the support. It's always very nice to see, and always nice to see familiar faces on stream. So, Thank you very much. I'll see you on the next one. Until then, bye.